had a pajama party. I had a 90s pajama party at my house. I mean, when I die, I want my last words to be, I did it.
Martha Stewart is another celebrity who's been caught at Diddy's parties. And what's shocking is that Martha actually blogged about it. On November 20th, 2009, she made a post to her page titled "Partying in Style with Sean Diddy Combs." She then wrote, "Yesterday, Thursday, I attended what was being dubbed in the news as the party of the century. It was the 40th birthday party for hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, held in the Grand Ballroom at the Plaza Hotel in New York City. Diddy, who is known for his extravagant parties, hired event planner Bronson Van Wyck and asked him to create a fancy dreamland. The party was simply stunning and I had such a fantastic time. Please enjoy these photos." She then attached many photos, like her being greeted by the press line. She also posted a photo of her hand and captioned it, "The hand of each attendee was marked with a black light sensitive stamp." She added that the plaza was decorated exquisitely here with real ferns. The security was great. The floral decorations were extraordinary. She then posted photos of Diddy, one of him arriving at the event and another where she was posed with him. She captioned that one, "My friend Sean Puffy Combs, Diddy." Now there were many comments on that post, with one saying, "Yes, I think I can venture to say you were having a blast at Diddy's party. Loved seeing the pictures and got a kick out of your poses. He sure does know how to throw a party. I have never been to such a big extravaganza, so many people. Thanks for the close-up pictures." While another said, "Awesome party, lots of well-known guests. Diddy deserved a nice 40th birthday party. He's worked hard and earned it. By the way, you looked glamorous as ever." Now, like many other celebrities, Martha is now being questioned about her friendship with Diddy. Not to mention, she had Diddy on as a guest in November 2017 on her and Snoop Dogg's VH1 cooking show. Now on the show, Diddy revealed what his last words would be, and well, it has not aged well. In a clip of the show titled "Martha and Snoop's Potluck Dinner Party," the two hosts are seen playing a card game with their guests that consists of various open-ended prompts. The Bad Boy founder reads, "When I die, I want my last words to be," and he swiftly answers by saying, "I did it." Now as he looks around the room, people laugh and clap, seemingly taking his response as a lighthearted joke. But what? However, after being accused of running his crime ring, people are seeing this clip differently. "Now that's a confession," reads one of the most liked comments under the TikTok video. "This didn't age well," one person wrote, and another said, "Well, he did it all right." Now this isn't the first time Diddy has revealed who he truly is. In an Entertainment Tonight interview from 1999, he was talking about his parties and had this to say, "They won't even give me a permit for the parties. They don't want me to throw parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We're gonna keep having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. They're going to be shutting them down. They're probably going to be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time." Then in 2002, Diddy made an appearance on Late Night with Conan O'Brien. While there, he said some pretty concerning things. Conan asked him what makes a Diddy party so great, and Diddy goes on to list that you need beautiful ladies, beautiful men, booze, water, and locks on the doors. Yeah, one of those things is not like the other. Conan then interjected about the locks, asking if the parties were safe. Diddy then played it off as a joke, but with what we know now, there probably were locks on the doors so he could control his victims better. I mean, Diddy was telling us who he was the entire time and no one listened. I mean, that probably played a big part in him being able to get away with whatever he wanted. Now, Martha is no stranger when it comes to the law. She landed in hot water after selling her stake in I'm Clone Systems, a biopharmaceutical company, in December 2001. When investigators questioned her on the trade in early 2002, she and her stockbroker Peter Baknovic maintained that they had no insider info that prompted the sale. However, federal prosecutors later accused the pair of acting on non-public knowledge when they made the trade and then lying about it to the feds. Now, a highly publicized trial ensued in early 2004, and Martha was found guilty on charges including conspiracy and obstruction of justice. She then agreed to pay $195,000 in fines and penalties, according to the New York Times. And she was also barred from serving as director or chief executive officer of any public company for 5 years. She was then sentenced to 5 months in prison and 2 years of probation. Now, this by no means is anything like what Diddy is being accused of. And to make it clear, Martha has not been officially linked to any of his criminal activity, but again, people have raised their eyebrows at her as she appeared to be a friend of Diddy. Now, what did Diddy do? Well, before this year, he had never been convicted of a serious crime, even though he had been accused of it. From accusations of putting a hit on rappers to mistreating his girlfriends, all of this was just hearsay. But in November 2023, Cassie Ventura, who dated Diddy on and off for 10 years, filed a lawsuit against the rapper for mistreating and taking advantage of her during their relationship. Responding to Cassie's claims, Diddy's attorney Ben Braffman told the New York Times that Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. But the pair agreed on a settlement less than 2 days after the lawsuit was filed. Cassie was pleased with the results, but some people were still calling her a liar. In May 2024, though, security footage from a hotel was leaked, showing an incident between Cassie and Diddy that Cassie spoke about in the lawsuit. It was then discovered that she was telling the truth, and Diddy put out an apology, but it wasn't really because he was remorseful, he was just sorry that he got caught. Now this was the catalyst, because after this, Diddy received lawsuit after lawsuit from men and women of all ages, and from all over the USA, saying they were mistreated and taken advantage of as well. Diddy's houses were raided by the FBI in March, and in September he was arrested. Investigators discovered that he had been running a crime ring out of his infamous parties and that he had a lot of victims. On October 1st of this year, a lawyer in Texas announced that 120 people had accused Diddy of committing crimes against him. Now, a lot of these crimes took place at his parties, and they had to do with Diddy's so-called freak-offs. Now, since the news has spread, many people are questioning celebrities and their involvement in the case. I mean, one person came forward, an unnamed Alabama woman, who claimed in a suit filed in New York that in the year 2000, she was invited to a Video Music Awards after party by an associate of Diddy. There, she was mistreated by Diddy, while another male celebrity and female celebrity, neither of whom were named in the lawsuit, watched until she was able to escape. So there's a lot more people involved in all of this than just Diddy. Now, a lot of anonymous sources have come forward as well, saying that they were aware that his parties took a certain turn. They were known to be wild, a source who attended shared in an issue of Us Weekly. Anything went at those parties. Now, according to multiple sources, unsavory behavior took place at Diddy's after parties. What happened before 2 a.m. pales in comparison to what happened at 5 a.m., says the first source. Now, a second source who wrangled guests for Diddy's white parties between 2006 and 2011 similarly told Us Weekly that high-profile celebs would leave around 2 or 3 a.m. because they knew the party was going to take a turn. Girls would start to lose their clothes. That was the signal for people to leave, explains the source. Yeah, so this whole thing is just so icky, and Diddy's trial is set for May 5th, 2025. There, we'll be able to see how this all plays out, but I think Diddy will be going to prison for a very, very long time. Well, that's all for our video today. What do you think about all this? Let us know your opinion in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm your host Emily, and we'll see you next time. Peace.